This is Gray.
This is Mel.
This is Liz.
And we want to welcome you to Chuck versus the Podcast, episode 98, our holiday extravaganza 2011, just before Christmas and right in the midst of Hanukkah. How are you guys doing?
Good. Almost ready.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shopping's done. Stockings are hung by the chimney with... Well, we don't have a chimney, but...
Yeah. And we don't have an episode of Chuck to discuss because we're releasing this before we've seen it. But what we do have is a pile of holiday messages from the cast and crew of Chuck. We don't have quite as many as last year, but we have some new faces, and that's really exciting. Well, it's the nature of the beast that, unfortunately, because Chuck had its series wrap in early December, we weren't actually able to track down all of the cast and crew because some of them had gone their separate ways, took some very well-deserved, very needed vacation time over this break. And so there are going to be a few faces that you don't see that you might expect to see. But we do have over 15 of the cast and crew, and you're going to be very encouraged by their holiday messages. You'll notice that we started with some 3D. We're not going to have the same 3D treatment to the podcast this time. But what we are going to have, thanks to crew member Suwannee Wilhelm, we have behind-the-scenes photos, and a ton of them. Many of the cast's last days on set. We have some from the wrap party, and we also have some from the teardown of the Chuck sets. I hope you've got Kleenex, because you're gonna need it.
No!
Way to go, Gray.
Yeah. So to get things started, we really have to go back to the very start, and that is the two that came up with the idea for Chuck in the first place. We've gone 5 seasons, and these are the guys who started it all. Chris Fedak and Josh Schwartz. I know you. I've met Chris. You guys have met Josh. These are cool guys.
They are, and this has been a labor of love for them, and we wouldn't be here without them. So it's kind of appropriate that we start out with them.
Yeah. So
I didn't get to meet Josh, but I did meet Chris. And I adore him, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do next and catch on to his next project because I'm going to support him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's roll.
Hey, this is Josh Schwartz calling. I'm calling in to wish all Chuck fans a very happy and healthy holiday season and a new year. And I hope you guys enjoy the end, the final chapter of Chuck coming up in January. So many great memories to choose from. For me, I guess it would always be that first Comic-Con where we got a standing L and we didn't know if anyone was even going to show up. That was the moment I knew we had some really great, passionate fans, the best fans in the world. And I thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys, it's Chris Fedak. I just wanted to say, happy holidays to everybody. And thank you again for all your support. It's been a fantastic 5 years. I know a few weeks ago when we actually finished production, it was an incredibly emotional night, and we were definitely thinking of all you guys and your support. A few years ago, my friend Josh and I sat down and we started talking about a TV show, and it was an idea we loved, and we loved making it. It was because of you that we got to do 5 seasons of it. Thank you again. Happy holidays, and take care. Bye-bye.
And we can't forget somebody who's been not only a director on Chuck, but an executive producer alongside Chris and Josh, and that's Robbie McNeil. And I know, Mel, you go back a ways with Robbie.
Right, because he was on Star Trek Voyager, and I was a diehard Trek fan. So, yeah, I remember, I think it was the first year that we were in the press room at Comic-Con, and he was there. He wasn't an announced guest. And so he wasn't being taken around, to be interviewed, but we had a lull in between people coming to our table. And I saw him and I was like, are you going to sit down and talk to us? And we almost got him. But then, they brought over the people that were on the list. And so we didn't get to talk to him, but I was able to chat with him a couple of times after that for the podcast. And he's always been very giving with his time, and we appreciate that a lot. And I don't know, it's really kind of cool to see someone go from being in front of the camera to being behind the camera and what they bring to it. So it's been kind of cool to watch and see what he's done.
Hmm. It was Matt Bomer who tweeted that he was working on Robbie's director's cut of the finale, and I just feel it in my bones that it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
So here is Robbie McNeil.
Hey guys, it's Robbie McNeil from Chuck, and I just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday season. And one thing that I particularly treasured was directing the last episode and the numerous moments we had saying goodbye to cast members, saying goodbye to sets that we had spent a lot of time on. The whole last episode was an incredible experience, and I've never quite had anything like it. So it was great to be a part of the show and great to have you guys supporting us the whole way through. So have a great holiday. Thanks so much. Bye.
And next up, we have a couple of the writers, and the ones we have are Lauren LaFranc and Nick Wooten, who are both of the newer crop. They weren't around from the very beginning, but we've shared very openly in the podcast that these guys have done an amazing job. I know Rafe and Lauren, I actually met in 2009, and they're just a dynamic duo. Chuck versus the Honeymooners,
Yep.
I mean, I think took Chuck to a whole new level. What about you guys?
Yes, for sure. They, they came on just at the right time, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, they're I always look forward to when I know that they're going to be doing the episode that's coming up that we're going to be watching. Always pay special attention to it, so I always know it's going to be fun.
Yeah. And it's been kind of neat actually along the way how you get to recognize the writing styles of different writers. So anyway, here we go with Lauren LaFranc and Nick Wooten. Enjoy.
Hi, Chuck fans. This is Nick Wooten, executive producer. My favorite moment of the show is very, very hard to pin down. Now that we've wrapped shooting and we're all sort of boarded up, I would say that my 2 years there has been the greatest experience, and it's been absolutely fantastic. And I want to thank all the fans. So have a wonderful holiday, wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year, whatever you celebrate. All the best to you. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, everyone. This is Lauren LaFranc. I'm a writer on Chuck. Just wanted to wish everyone a happy holiday, and thank you guys for everything. I hope you enjoy the rest of the season and the series. You guys are all the best fans, and it's really been writing for Chuck and writing for you guys. I guess my favorite was really not really an anecdote, so I'm not obeying the rules. I guess it's pretty great just waking up every day and having gone to a job that was really awesome with people I love, and we all kind of became a family there. So that's a rare thing, and I really appreciate it. So that's pretty much it. I mean, except for sharing an office with Rafe, which was the worst. He's horrible. Anyway, happy holidays, and hope to talk to you all soon. Bye.
And next up, pretty exciting, we actually hear from an assistant editor on Chuck named Jeff Asher, and also we hear from Matt Barber. It's been really, really exciting to see Matt Barber's tweets about Chuck, and he actually even directed on Chuck this season, and so we're going to hear from them. Of course, the real role of an editor is not to be noticed. But in Chuck, I think we do notice the editing. There's a lot of the humor of the show and the action of the show that comes from the editing. So here we go, the editors.
Hey, Chuck fans, this is Jeff Asher, one of 3 assistant editors on Chuck. And I just wanted to say that this is my first season working on Chuck, and it's been a great one. Not only for all the great cast and crew that I've been working with, but also just all the incredible fans and getting to go to Chuck Fest and see all the tweets and live blogging that the crew has done and stuff like that. It has just been an amazing thing to experience. And I know nothing will come close to it for a long, long time. So thank you for that. And wanted to wish you all a happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all you Chuck fans and a Happy New Year. See you on the next one. Bye.
Hey, Chuck fans, this is editor and director Matt Barber. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you so much for all the support that you've shown us over the years. It's been really a joy to see the community of Chuck fans grow and continue to support us and to support each other. It's so cool. I hope you enjoy my episode 508. I did sneak in a number of references that I hope that you can pick up on. Little things that it's sort of like my love letter to the fans and to the show. So I had a great time putting it together, and I hope you enjoy the episode and enjoy the rest of the episodes as well. So farewell, and hopefully we all will get together to work on another show that you all enjoy, and not NCIS. Not that I have anything against NCIS. I'm just saying, it's not Chuck. Peace out. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Well, we've got 4 people that are gone, but we certainly don't forget them. We're going to start with Julia Ling, who is my personal favorite, and I've actually been following her on Facebook as well, and she's just a joy. So here's Julia.
Hey, it's Julia Ling. I play Anna Wu on Chuck. My favorite moment on Chuck was when we filmed the Christmas episode where the car crashes into the Bymore. It was a lot of fun because working in the nerd herd, we never get to work with John Casey or Sarah Walker much. Like, we're usually in the Bymore, and that was really fun having the whole cast together. And of course, seeing the great big car crashing into the store, that was really scary and very awesome. And my Christmas message to everybody is thank you so much for all your letters and gifts and continued support. You guys have got to be seriously the smartest audience in all of television history and the coolest. And I love you guys, and I know everybody on the team loves you guys, and so thank you so much for always being there and just being the greatest friends and fans ever. Merry Christmas.
And next we hear from 3 writers who left in season 3 and went on to really do some amazing things. We've got Ali Adler, who was a fan favorite writer in the first 3 seasons and then went on to No Ordinary Family and now is on Glee. We've got Matt Miller, who went on to be the showrunner of Human Target, and Scott Rosenbaum, who went to be the showrunner of V and now is developing a really exciting new pilot with Gail Ann Hurd that I really, really hope comes to air. I've met all 3 of these people, and they're really, really great, not only for just great people, but they're great fans of Chuck. Even after leaving Chuck, they continue to be fans of the show and even interact with the fans. So here's Allie, Matt, and Scott.
Hey, Chuck fans, it's Allie Adler. I will always be a Chuck fan, too. Thank you for sticking with the show, just like I have, and have a wonderful, warm, happy holidays and a happy New Year's.
Hi, this is Matt Miller, a former writer-producer on Chuck, and I wanted to wish everyone a happy holiday and just say that it was an absolute pleasure working on the Chuck television program for 3 years, and the other writers and the cast and the crew were absolutely incredible, and I hope we all get to work together again. So thank you to the fans, because there's no way Chuck would have eked out 5 years without your incredibly loyal support. So I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday, and take care.
Hey, Chuck fans, this is Scott Rosenbaum. It's been a while since I've reached out or spoke to anybody, but I just wanted to say happy holidays and happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Well, next we've got 2 people that without whom Chuck would not be Chuck. We've got Joshua Gomez and Ryan McPartland, of course, have been around since the beginning and fan favorites. Mm-hmm. And let's hear what they have to say.
Hey, guys. Joshua here. Joshua Gomez, not Joshua Schwartz, although I don't think he goes by Joshua. I think he goes by Josh Schwartz, so I'll go by Joshua. Just wanted to say happy holidays, of course, and have a wonderful, safe, and prosperous new year. Although 2012 will bring the end of Chuck as a series, which actually might have something to do with the whole Mayan calendar paranoia. Maybe the Mayans were not predicting the end of the world, they were predicting the end of Chuck, which to some might be the end of the world. You see the parallels I'm drawing here? I don't think that's the truth, But I'm just saying, interesting, food for thought. Maybe that's what the prediction was. Maybe that's the reason their calendar ends, is because 2012 is the year Chuck ends. I don't know. Think about it. Anywho, that's it. I just wanted to tell you guys again, like I've said a million times, thank you. I know I had the experience of a lifetime making this show, and I can't even put into words what it's meant to me and what you guys have meant to me and meant to this show. You were a part of it, and you helped make it and keep it alive, and so thank you. And that's it. Again, happy holidays, happy New Year, enjoy yourselves, and that's it. Take care. Josh, you out. Bye.
Hey, Chuck fans, it's Ryan McPartland. Just want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, have a great holiday. And I just want to share a little moment at the end of our series when we were all together as a cast and crew shooting our last scene. And I think Zach caught it on Twitter, so if you were able to check your Twitter account and see that final moment, it was the most heart-touching and a really, really special moment and a fitting farewell to Chuck. And you all were a part of it, and we thank you, and have a great holiday.
And we know them as Jeffster, even though Jeffster hasn't been too active in the 5th season. But Scott Krinsky and Vic Sahai, I've met both of these guys off camera, and they are just as funny off screen as on screen, though Scott Krinsky is nothing like Jeff. Vic Sahai, you know, a little bit like Lester.
A little bit.
Hey, you guys, this is Scott Krinsky from Chuck, and I am calling to wish everybody a happy holiday. I hope it's safe, I hope it's happy, I hope it's healthy, and I am looking forward to hearing what everybody thinks of our final season. I'm really going to miss our cast and our crew, and I am happy to say I have a Buy More sign that I have taken from the Buy More, so that is really awesome that I can look at that every day in my pad. So happy holidays, everybody, and be safe, and thank you guys, the best fans ever. Take care.
Hello all, this is Vic Sahai, known in some circles as the fellow that took on playing the railing, broken soul of Lester Patel. Chuck may be over, but I will carry with me into 2012 a gnarled black finger as a memento. Without giving too much away, Lester had a moment of physicality in one of the last episodes we shot, and I, as usual, jumped into it with total foolish abandon, and I broke my damn finger on set. So I'm still waiting to see if my fingernail hangs on. It definitely looks a little wrecked, a little dried up, like a prune. So thank you, Chuck. I don't know if I or my finger will ever be the same, but you know what? Why would we be? Or why would we want to be? You fans, thank you. Thank you for taking us on this ride. I will deeply miss you. Have a fantastic holiday. Drink the nog. Say thank you for everything you've got. And please, if you have to go too fast, don't go too fast. I love you.
Well, one of the new faces on the Chuck crew this season is Wendy Lynn. She's been doing makeup in season 5 and been sharing a lot of really cool stuff via her Twitter feed. It's been just kind of a delight to follow her as a Chuck fan. So let's hear from her.
Hi, everyone. Wendy Lynn Makeup here. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for welcoming me and for watching and supporting Chuck. It was such an honor and a pleasure to be a part of such a great cast, crew, and an amazing fan base. I've never seen so much love for a show. I wish I had a favorite moment, but I don't. There's so many. I wish I could think of one. But I do want to wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a very Happy New Year. Thanks for watching, and thanks again for your support.
And next up, we have the very beautiful, very talented, always a joy to hear from, Yvonne Strahovski.
And she was actually the very first interview we had here on Chuck versus the podcast. And she was my first interview for audio. I was sick that day. I just want to remind everybody of that. But she was a trooper, and I think it was one of her first interviews as well. So you might take a stroll back in time and listen to, I believe that was podcast number 1.
Yeah, podcast number 1 in January 2008. And now that you mentioned it, she was at that point, like, she had only been in North America for a few months, and she was still a little green because Chuck wasn't very widely known in the first season. She certainly wasn't the phenomenon that she is now. So it is really, really great to go back and listen to that particular one. And there's an extra reason to, because we're now at 99 podcasts, because we had a half episode. After this podcast, iTunes will no longer let you download episode number 1. And as we continue forward, then you won't have access to episode 2 and 3 and 4. You can always get them on blip.tv, but if you do get them on your device, make sure that you do subscribe and download that podcast if you do want to listen to it again. But here we have Yvonne Strahovski. Could we possibly have Chuck without Sarah? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Hi, my lovely Chuck fans. I'm currently at the airport about to leave for a lovely holiday to celebrate 5 years of Chuck and everything that it has brought me in life. And I thank you guys so much for all your dedication and support. I've said it 1,000 times and I'll keep saying it. You guys are amazing. It's been a very emotional last month finishing up the show. And the last week especially will remain in my memory for a long, long time as we sort of started to wind down the show. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the 5 years. And Sarah Walker will always hold a very dear place in my heart, as will you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support, and have a happy, happy, happy holiday and an amazing new year. Much love. Bye.
And Tim actually has been no stranger to the podcast. He was the second podcast back in January of 2008. And it was so hilarious because he actually recorded his part in his own studio. And it was so funny because the quality was so great. Yes. And definitely, that was a super, super interview, not just because of the quality, but it was just a blowy look behind the scenes of the music, which I think was new for all of us. But it was great. In 2009, I actually spent a couple of days at his house with his family. He's just an amazing, amazing guy all around. So here's Tim Jones.
Hey, Chuck fans. It's Tim Jones, composer from Chuck. And I don't have a specific moment because, honestly, the whole thing has just been really amazing. And I just want to thank you guys for 5 wonderful seasons of some of the most unique television I've ever seen or had a chance to be involved in. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah to everybody out there. And I know I missed some holidays probably. So just hope everybody has a really wonderful 2012 and beyond. And lots of love from the Chuck family to all you out there. Take care.
And next we have Mark Christopher Lawrence. He's the funny guy we know him as a funny guy. Mel and I met him a couple of times, and he's a sweetheart. He's a bear of a guy with a lamb's heart. Mark Christopher Lawrence.
This is Mark Christopher Lawrence, also known as Big Mike from Chuck. My favorite moment of working on Chuck was definitely in Chuck versus the Marlins, in the interrogation scenes, where I'm asking Chuck, where's my fish? One of the outtakes was hilarious. I probably won't say what it is just because it's not really me. Anyway, just want to say happy holidays to each and every one of the Chuck fans and thank you for all of your support over the years, and hope to see you soon in some of my future endeavors. Peace.
And of course, Chuck has always been about fun. And Julia Ling actually left a second message, and I wanted to end our holiday podcast with this message, and you'll understand why. It was just hilarious. It's a letter to Santa. But speaking about a letter to Santa, we want to wish you guys a very happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Ramadan, whatever you celebrate. If you celebrate just being with your family, Have a wonderful, safe, happy time.
That's right. And thank you all for being with us this year. We look forward to spending a few more podcasts with you as Chuck wraps up. But in the meantime, have a safe and happy holiday.
That's right. Happy holidays, Chucksters.
And don't forget to watch Chuck Friday nights on NBC through the holidays. And we'll see you in the new year. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dear Santa, you should know me by now. I play Annabelle on Chuck. So I have always been a good girl, and I just don't get why you never came to visit me. I mean, why don't you ever stop by my house, Santa? Do you have something against Asians? In any case, I have a grown-up Christmas wish now, and I'm really hoping that you can be there this time. Santa, my number one Christmas wish is that all the Chuck fans and friends be showered with lots of warmth and joy and all good things this holiday season. My wish is for them to know how much we love them and how much I appreciate their letters and gifts. Please shower them with electronics and, free apps and stuff like Insanely Fast RAM. Lightsabers would be awesome too. I know they would really love that. And sushi and one of those really cool little monkeys that sit on your shoulder and can steal stuff for you. So, yeah, I think that's all. Thank you, Santa. Yours truly, Julia Wing. P.S. Are the polar ice caps around your home really starting to melt? And what are you going to do when they start to melt away? Oh, do you watch TV? Have you seen The Walking Dead? And by any chance, is your home open to visitors during a zombie apocalypse? Thank you.